Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sherman Lau, and I'm the manager of agency relations at Mission Central, formerly Missions Fest Vancouver. We're excited again to introduce another interview for our Mission is Not Cancelled campaign. And today we are very privileged to have with us Dr. Bernard Mukwavi. I've known Bernard for many years, and he is the director, the provincial director for the Baptist Conference, but he also is in charge of a ministry called Mercy Touch International. And so I'd like to now, yes, let Dr. Mugabe introduce himself. So can you say hello to everyone out there?
Well, hello everyone out there. Yes, my name is Bernard Mukwavi. I serve as a district minister for the BC Baptist Conference here in BC, and also serve as president for Mercy Touch Mission International. And it's good to be with you, and hopefully you are keeping safe.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Bernard, for being with us today. So today specifically, we're going to be interviewing you to share with us a little bit about your ministry, Mercy Touch. And so if you want, could you share with our viewers a short history of how this ministry started and how much it means to you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. In short, when I was a young adult, I remember having a desire in my heart to help children who would be orphaned. My plan was that one day, if I get married, I would be able to look after children who needed parents. So when I met my wife, I told her that desire that I sensed I had, and so we agreed upon it. After several years. Then we decided that it was time to do this, but it was during that time that we started having problems with HIV and AIDS-related deaths in different parts of Africa. And so this kind of coincided with that situation. And so we started by taking in 6 children, and then after that, a number of our friends found out what we were doing, and they participated in mission trips that we made to go back to Zambia, where we had this setup. And so we have helped over 50 children now, and some of them are married, others are in the universities, college, and of course others are in high school and elementary school. So it started as a desire that I sensed God had put upon my heart, and I shared it with my wife. And then we ended up sharing it with our friends, or they found out on their own. And then our children, when they got older, they also caught on the vision and have been involved ever since.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. So, just for our viewers again, so Mercy Touch International is a ministry to orphan children in Zambia, again, where Bernard is from. And so here, even though he's in North America, in Canada, he's still, in a sense, giving back and loving on his people, even though they are thousands of miles away. So, so can you share with us what is like what does Mercy Touch International, like what do you guys do in Zambia? I mean, I understand you take care. You have orphanages for children. So what exactly are the activities involved there?
Well, thank you so much, Sherman. First, I'd like to mention that the name Mercy Touch is taken from Luke chapter 10, where we have the story of the Good Samaritan that was told by Jesus. So if you have read the story of a man who was traveling on the road there to Jericho, and then he was attacked by bandits, and he was left for dead. A stranger came and helped him, cleaned his wounds, and took him to an inn. and the next day paid for the bill and said, he was going to pay for the bills, further bills when he got back. And the story is told, when Jesus was asked by somebody about who his neighbor was, as Jesus was explaining on what it means to love God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul, and loving your neighbor as you love yourself. So after having told the story then to this man, Jesus then asked the man who was the neighbor to the person who was attacked on the road there. And the man said, the one who showed him mercy. So that's where we got the name Mercy Touch. So it's touching people with mercy. So we decided to have children's homes. So we shied away from calling them orphanages for the reason that we didn't want it to be institutional type in nature. We wanted it to have a family setting. So then my wife and I, and we talked to our children, we decided that we are going to actually have homes and have children who are going to be like foster children. And these children will be just like our own family. They will relate to our children as their siblings and us as parents, and to my other brothers and sisters and others as uncles and aunties. And other Christians also became uncles and aunties as well. So we currently have 3 homes. We have 2 girls' homes and 1 boys' home. So we have children there who have lost their parents, and some of them whose parents abandoned them. And we've been bringing them up since they were young. We have one who's studying in China right now. He's doing engineering. Another one is studying law. And then one is studying to be a teacher. And then we have a couple who are married. And then we have the younger ones who are still in elementary school. So we have a setup on a piece of property that we were helped to purchase and put some houses on there. And then we do have once a week a feeding program. Because in Zambia, children die before they reach the age of 5. Most children die. Not all of them make it to the age of 5 because of malnutrition. So we provide foods that have nutrients that would help the children to gain weight and to be able to go through up to the age of 5. So the parents from the community bring the children every Friday, and we provide them with the food, and then we give them some to take home. So we do that. And then on top of that, we have started what is called a girls mentoring project for younger girls who are teenagers from the community who might have parents or relatives where they can stay, but they are poor, or they've been kicked out of school. Some of them may have been abused, became pregnant, single mothers later. And so we've been helping support them to send them back to school. We started with 20, and then they graduate from the program. Some of them have gone to colleges. One of them has finished; she's a teacher, and then 2 have just enrolled to study medicine to become medical doctors. So we do that, and then on top of that, we offer microloans to the women in the community to help them become self-sustaining.
Oh, I know, Dr. Bernard, it's so great to hear what's going on, the ministry you're involved there, and it's obvious from your passion and the way you talk about these kids. They may not be your kids biologically, but they're definitely your kids, and you talk about them like they're your kids, and you can tell
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
by the pride that you have in the accomplishments that these children have been able to do, just because they started with this, the feeding due to the malnutrition, and then other things that come along with that, the education and care. And so I just, wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So obviously, on everyone's mind right now is, how has the coronavirus pandemic affected the country of Zambia, and also how is it affecting your ministry, and how can our viewers be engaged in your work?
Yeah, when the new coronavirus came into the picture, and the media was worried as what this would entail for uh, countries that are developing, or poor countries that don't have the same infrastructure as we have here. And Zambia is one of those countries that we've been worried about. So this created a concern. So they currently have 138 cases, and the cases are going up. Here the government is doing all they can, but they have shut down travel into the country, except for essential travelers, and so it's very worrying. So we have responded to this by allowing children to stay at home, and the workers and people from the community do not come regularly to the place. So they have been helped to understand what physical distancing would mean for people that come from the outside. And then the ones that are within, they're not interacting with those who are outside. But if in case they do, they have also been trained into hand washing and using hand sanitizer. They actually have been taught how to make hand sanitizer on their own, using alcohol and some other things. I have no idea, but somebody taught them how to do that. And they're able to put in place the hygiene that is needed. Uh, we regularly send mission teams that go to Zambia. They go from different parts of the world, but mostly from Canada. And we've had to cancel trips, so that means they're not able to go. And sometimes when people go on these trips, then they're able to see the children and have the passion to help. So with this disconnect, of course, then it's difficult to raise awareness of what's happening. And we decided to put routers into the homes to help us connect with the children in a safe way. So I regularly have church services with the children on Sunday. When it is 9 in the morning their time, it's midnight here in Vancouver. So I stay up late to have a service. So they could, we have a church service together, and I go to sleep around 1:30 a.m. here, and so we connect that way. So we are doing this virtual communication with the children, and we are praying regularly. The children have been made aware of what's happening, and since we do have um, a place where we grow crops and we bring people in to work on the farm, we have allowed the children to be the ones, those older ones, to help us there instead of hiring people from outside, because schools are closed. There is no internet or online education in the country that is sustainable. So we are trying to find ways to keep them studying, and they work on the farm, and then they have free time, and then we have family time together. So that's what's been going on.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Bernard, for your time and for sharing with us, what's been going on with your mission, with your ministry. So, for our viewers out there, if you want to learn more about Mercy Touch International, go to mercytouch.net. That's their organizational website, and on the website as well, you'll see that there is a blog. And Bernard has actually posted some of the stories online that you're able to read, and some of the responses from the children as they, what does this whole coronavirus pandemic mean to them, and how they're seeing God move amidst this whole crisis, and it's very, very encouraging. So I just want to again thank Bernard for spending his time with us, and also for just sharing his heart and his ministry. So again, if you want to check out more and learn more about Mercy Touch International, go to mercytouch.net. All right, thank you, and have a great one.
All right, thank you.